Hey everybody, how's it going? Yes, I'm back with a boxing prediction video, and now we are approaching the number 200, but I believe this one is 199. So anyway, these are the fights. First fight that I will be talking about is Subriel Matias versus Jeremiah Ponce. Or Jeremias, how they say, I believe, over there. So Ponce is a Puerto Rican, or actually, no, sorry, Matias is Puerto Rican, and Ponce is from Argentina. So Ponce is unbeaten here, while Matias, or Matias, how you say it in the US, he's got only one loss, but he is definitely the more well-known fighter here. And Ponce has only fought Louis Ritson, a sort of, you might say, kind of a B minus fighter, really, but he is well known in the UK anyway. While Subriel, let's call him that, I like that name, has one loss to Petros Anania, but he avenged that loss. That was by decision. He avenged that in his last fight when he stopped Anania in the ninth round. So yeah, I mean Subriel is just I guess simply a more favored fighter here because he has fought slightly better opposition or slightly more quality fighters, and he also has a very good win over previously unbeaten Batirjan Jukembayev. He also stopped him by corner retirement. And you can buy that's his only loss so far, when he was coming off a win over Miguel Vasquez and stuff like that. So, yeah, Matias has all his wins are actually by stoppage, all of the 18 wins, so that's pretty impressive. Even though I have an impression that he is, by the way, that he has scored most of these. I mean, or all of these knockouts, they are all by TKO or corner retirement. So he's not a one punch type of puncher, right? So he's more a guy who breaks his opponents down by constant fire, constant punishment. And he's a rather tall guy for 145.8, and that's Matias. But let's look at Ponce. He's actually even taller at 5'11". Wow, shit. He's got 20 knockouts of 30 wins, so he's not. I guess. Well, it's not that he's not a hard hitter, but maybe not against better opponents. And he did, however, manage to stop Louis Ritson in 10 rounds, so that's his so far by far best victory. Because also, as I said, Ritson is the only well-known fighter he's beaten or defeated. Um, yeah. So he also beat a German called Rico Müller. But anyway, this fight is in Minneapolis actually. I don't know really why there, but anyway, I think Matias Subriel actually has more fans probably in the U.S. than Ponce, but still, it will be a really good competitive fight. I believe it will be a true brawl. And I slightly favor, as I said, Subriel because of the quality of opponents he's beaten, and he's also avenged his only loss, which came in a close fight where he was knocked down once, and that's why basically why he lost. Otherwise, it would have been a draw. So, yeah, Argentina fighters are all pretty much tough guys. So I expect this fight to go distance. Probably will be the first one that Matias wins. And I forgot to say, for a vacant IBF super lightweight or light welterweight title. So yeah, this will be a good scrap. And but of course, either guy can win. I can see Ponce win this fight. Of course, why not? He is undefeated after all. Even though that doesn't mean as much because, as I said, I didn't find many better opponents so far. But against Ritson, anyway, he was impressive. So, well, anyway, I think I kind of just slightly favor Subriel because I've seen him in action actually, and I like his style. He throws a lot of punches. He's a very good. I mean, good pop, athletic fighter. Really like. Doesn't really. I mean, he's got pretty sharp. His sharp punches. He's very accurate with them also, and that's why he gets. He's just won by stoppage so far. So I think he will. He may even stop Ponce late, but not before perhaps 10th, ninth or 10th round probably. But I think I want to go for a points victory here for Subriel Matias. So that was the first one. All right. Then the second one. This is one that I think most of us have been waiting for to happen just because it has been, you know, so damn long in the making, and it has been cancelled once already, and a lot of stuff happening, a lot of nonsense around it. And that's Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. So this fight, let's see. Is at cruiserweight, right? Yeah, because Jake Paul, the problem child, he's 6-0 with 4 knockouts. So this is an 8 round fight, which will be happening in Saudi Arabia, Diriyah, actually Diriyah. All right, so in his last fight, Jake Paul he beat Anderson Silva, or an aging former, you know, star of K1 and MMA. Yeah, and that was his most famous so far name that he beat. And Tommy Fury is 8-0 with 4 knockouts, but he hasn't really fought anybody of note. And just I have seen him fight, and he's got decent. He's got the movement, the athleticism. I guess pretty strong, and all that. But I don't see him having the necessary power to put Jake Paul away. Which he might have to do here because Jake Paul is definitely going to try and put him away. So, Jake Paul is he's proven that he can punch, if nothing, by knocking out that guy Tyrone Woodley also with one punch and a few others. Ben Askren, well, he's mostly fought non-boxers, that's true, but on the other hand, Fury has also fought only, you know, nobody so far. Tomato cans, and he's only been able to knock out half of them. So this is gonna be tough. But it's not gonna be easy for Paul either, I think. But probably will go the distance even because I mean, if Jake Paul wasn't able to put away a guy like Anderson Silva, who's like, I don't know, how old is he? 47. Holy crap. And but he's a really kind of skilled guy still. I think he may be able to knock out Tommy Fury. And anyway, I will certainly be backing him to win. I mean, I'm favoring him to win this fight. This he will win, I think. Probably he will have to knock out. I mean, not have, but I mean, if this fight doesn't end in a knockout, it will be a lot of, I think BS, like one guy claiming to have been robbed, Whoever wins, the other guy will be, oh no, I should have won this fight. The judges were, rubbish. They were on his side. But yeah, I mean, I think Tony Fury hasn't really. I mean, neither guy has really been properly tested, like their chin or anything, their real like quality as fighters. So this will be, if nothing, a really good, test, and it will show us which one of them is for real and which one is not, which one is just a poser. And but still, as I said, Tony Fury has done nothing to justify that sort of trash talk he's been doing. Oh, I'm gonna knock him out. I don't think you're gonna do it, kid. I don't think you can, but we'll see. I hope for your sake. His brother Tyson. He said that if he loses to Jake Paul, he'll have to change his last name. That will be too much of a shame to handle, for Fury, for the family. I think the chance is bigger, to put it this way, that Jake Paul knocks out Tom Fury than the other way around. So that's all I'm gonna say. All right. So my prediction is probably that Jake Paul will probably knock out Fury, but I don't know which round. And finally, this fight, another cruiserweight fight, but this time it's for real. Between Ilunga Junior Makabu, who still holds the WBC title, despite really being quite inactive. He actually didn't have a fight for entire 2021. Wow. So, yeah, he's only defended it twice since winning it in January 2020. So this time he's fighting Badu Jack. Really, high quality opponent, no doubt, but really not a real cruiserweight because he's now 39. He's only moved up to cruiserweight obviously because he's having problems making the weight at 175. So and that's sorry, that's tough for him because even at 175 or even 168, he never was a really a puncher, in the real sense. He never was really, I mean, the only guy he stopped at 175 was Nathan Cleverly, who was already past his best, definitely past on the slide, as they say. That was his last fight also. And Makabu, now there's also big question marks around him, his shape and all that. Makabu is now, I don't know how old he is, 35, 6, something doesn't say here. But he's got the power, definitely his biggest advantage here is the power because Jack is definitely does not possess the power at this weight. At 168 he was, alright. He could hit alright, just alright. At 175 also, he did drop Jean Pascal and stuff like that, but he was never a really hard puncher, could knock out an elite level guy. So and cruiserweight, his power is really practically non-existent. So he can only hope to win by decision, but that's also not gonna be so easy. So even though he's been fighting also at Diriyah in Saudi Arabia lately for several fights, and I don't know. I guess people do like him there, and he is a Muslim. He's the devout Muslim and all that. So, and Makabu, I don't know really what his religion is. Doesn't matter. But he's not gonna be, the favorite guy there. I mean, he's not gonna be the more popular fighter, definitely. So he has maybe has to win by a knockout, because yeah, he is just as I said. Badu Jack is the better, technically the better fighter, definitely. He's a more of a boxer, and Makabu is a knockout guy. He when he beat Tabiso Chunu earlier a few years back. I know he was getting outboxed, and then in the later rounds, like 11th, I think he just pulled off a knockout with a big punch, and that's how he wins usually. He's not a technician, not a boxer, really. So he has the puncher's chance. So which makes it kind of easier for him, and he is, I think, at least a couple of years younger. But him not having fought for a while, that's he had a fight in January last year, so but that's not really a lot either. So I'm really kind of confused. Really, I mean Jack is a tough guy. I mean he's only been knocked out once, which was kind of just a freak stuff, freak accident more or less. He just got caught, and it was against a guy who wasn't that good and that good, really. But since then, he's never been, knocked out, and he's a tough guy, definitely. And this will not be easy for Macabo to knock him out, but still, I think Jack will have, I watched his last fight against the guy, Michael Rivera, I believe his name was Popeye, Richard, sorry, yeah. And he really struggled, And Rivera is not actually on the same level as Macau. Still pretty good fighter, but I wouldn't say he's on the same level. So you know, yeah, I mean, he really struggled. He won, but that was a very tough fight for him because he can't finish off the his guy. He doesn't have the power to do that, so he always has to go distance, and that takes a toll on the fighter, especially in this age. So it will be very hard for Jack to win this fight, but impossible it's not. I wouldn't say, but still, I think I would rather pick Macau to win, and probably by a knockout, even So it's just he does have that power. And in his last fight, he had to go like the distance against Machunu in the rematch, but still, but if it's, of course, if it turns out that Makabu is really on the slide and really past his best, then of course Jack can win definitely. Then I would probably pick him to win on points. So yeah, anyway, that was all for this time, and I'll see you again next week. Say see you. Bye bye.